Today we are pleased to have the opportunity to unbox and briefly review one of Sinn's latest limited editions, the 103 Classic 12. No other series has closer ties to Sinn's aviation past than the 103 Chronograph, which is why it was selected as the basis for the current 103 Classic 12 limited edition. Designed with all of the characteristics of a Sinn pilot chronograph, the 103 Classic 12 features a panda dial composed of a black electroplated surface with contrasting light-coloured subdials which enhance legibility without confusing timekeeping functions. As with all Sinn instrument watches and aviation chronographs, the hands and markers bear a generous coating of superluminova, making them easy to distinguish in dimly lit environments. This model also features applied indices and Sinn's syringe-style hands with broader surfaces for increased lume coating to further enhance legibility in daylight or darkness. Numeration on the subdials is kept to a functional minimum. In terms of chronograph information, there is a 30-minute counter, a 12-hour counter, and a small second subdial. The black markings and hands contrast well against the light surfaces of each smaller dial. The chronograph stopwatch second hand on this model is centered, and there is a small date window positioned between 4 and 5 o'clock to complete the suite of functions. The reference to 12 in the model name relates to the special bezel. In fact, it is the first time a Sinn 103 model bears a ceramic bezel with a UTC function based on a classic 12-hour format. The benefits of a ceramic bezel include outstanding hardness, enhanced scratch resistance, and a crisp finish. On this model, the captive bezel features a 12-hour scale that can be used to display a second time zone if required. The clearly engraved numerals are filled with a chamois-coloured material that matches the finish on the subdials and rhodium-plated indices to deliver a harmonious aesthetic. In terms of wearability, the 41mm polished stainless steel case has a lug width of 20mm and sits well on most wrist sizes. Wearer comfort is further enhanced by the angled case back. As you can see, the crown has built-in side protection to guard against accidental deployment, and the pushers are secured with screw-down protection for added security, allowing deployment when released and serving as a functional lock when screwed in. The 103 Classic 12 has a sapphire crystal case front with dual-sided anti-reflective coating, as well as an anti-reflective sapphire exhibition case back, which reveals the automatic SW510 movement and Sinn rotor within. As the back is screw-fastened and the case features Sinn's special AR dehumidification tech, the 103 Classic 12 has been accredited to German standards, meeting the technical requirements for waterproofness to 20 bar, or 200 meters, as well as resistance to low pressure at varying altitudes. These features are designed to deliver enhanced functionality, reliability, and freedom from fogging. This edition is limited to 600 pieces worldwide. Each watch is delivered in a special box with spring pins, a dark green leather band and an additional black croc print cowhide leather band, and a Sinn tool to facilitate band change. We hope you've enjoyed this first glance of Sinn's 103 Classic 12 limited edition and look forward to seeing them out there on the wrists of those lucky enough to secure one.